Hi everyone, this video is for StampingScrapping.com. This week they're featuring the Quick Cuts Epic 6 at a great price, and today I'm going to show you a little bit how it works, what it'll cut, and why you need it. So let's get started. This is the machine itself, and its platform is 6 inches wide, which allows you to cut a whole new realm of dies. If you were a Revolution user, you know you could only cut 4 inches wide. It comes with your embossing plate, this is your cutting plate, your embossing plate, and your cutting mat. They are 6 by 13, which allows you to cut border dies and pretty much any die on the market right now. And I'm going to test a couple of those today and show you how it works and how well it cuts. The only die that you will need to purchase something additional in order to cut are the Sizzix Big dies, the great big steel rule dies. You'll need an additional cutting plate for those, and I don't believe that Quick Cuts has released those yet, but I know they're coming soon, so you will be able to cut the great big dies with it. I'm first going to show you how well it works with some of the standard dies on the market. This is a 4x4 Quick Cuts die, and this is a Cuttlebug die. Actually, you know what? We're going to wait on the Cuttlebug die because we have to use a different platform. This is a Spellbinders die. So we're going to put those in and run this baby through. And yes, everything is shaking. I'm on a rickety table. Not my usual scrap space, but it works for a video. Okay, and you can see the Quick Cuts die is just falling right out of the paper there. It cut through perfectly. And then, the Spellbinders die. Now with the Spellbinders, their feature, they're known for being able to emboss the die. So what you want to do to emboss is you want to leave it in its in the die. You can take the paper out from around it, but leave the cut part in the die. You're going to take your Spellbinders embossing mat, just a piece of scrap cardstock, and your cutting plate. And you're going to run that through. And you'll have to play with, I'm sure each machine is different, like the Cuttlebug where you need 1 shim or 2 shims for different machines. But you can go ahead and, it's coordination paper, so I'm just going to sand it off a little so you can see. And helps when okay, so I didn't put the good side of the paper down. But you can see the butterfly, and you can see that it's embossed. All right. The next thing I want to try is the Cuttlebug die. Now the Cuttlebug die, you actually have to use the embossing platform because it's such a thick die. And put your paper on it. Run that through. When you're trying these dies for the first time, make sure you don't force anything through the machine because you will break the rollers. I have done it in my Revolution and it is not fun. And then those just pop right out of there. They cut really well. All right, so that is the Cuttlebug. And then I'll show you one of the 12-inch dies. This is actually the Quick Cuts 4x12 cork. I really like this for doing borders and like flower accents. It looks really cool. Throw that on there. And yes, I put it on crooked. Run that through. Now with the cork and the magnet and the vellum, it may not cut all the way through. It may just cut through enough for you to peel it off like a sticker. This one actually did cut all the way through. Some of those, it may just come off for you to peel it off like a sticker because it's adhesive backed. So there you go. There's your border, and you can see you just go ahead and peel the adhesive off and you have a self-stick border. All right. And the next thing I want to show you is the Quick Cuts embossing paper. I'm just going to take a piece of cardstock and throw it in here for you so you can see how well it works. And see, these would even fit in this way to do a full-size card if you didn't want to just do a piece of cardstock. I'll show you that in a minute. With the Quick Cuts folders, I found some of them need a shim. So if you're not getting a real definite impression with your Quick Cuts embossing folders, just throw a shim of cardstock in there and it'll solve your problem. But there's that. You can kind of see the embossing on it. And then we'll go ahead and do the Cuttlebug. And actually I already have an image stamped on here to make a card, so I can just emboss the front of it and be good to go. Let's see. Throw that in there. And see what I mean about the full-size card. I can put my whole card in there and just emboss the card front, which works out really well when you don't want to have to cut and paste everything. And then I'll show you that. And then I'll show you the finished card on my blog after I get it done. All right. Let's see what else I wanted to do. I wanted to show you the magnet material. I'm really become a huge fan of this magnet material because there's so many things that you can do with it. So always with these Spellbinders or Quick Cuts dies, you want to place your good side down so you get the image going the right direction. I'm actually going to flip that guy. And the magnet material, I was thinking that the magnet material needed to be run through on the embossing plate because it was so thick, but it does not. It goes through on your regular cutting plate. Okay. One went all the way through this time. You just pop that right out of the die, and you could cut another piece of cardstock and slap it on there and have a cute little magnet for your refrigerator. And the white that you're seeing through is the adhesive paper from the back. All right, and I think that's about it. The other thing I wanted to show you is everybody's talking about how they store their dies lately. And I want to show you how I store mine. This is a photo keeper box that I got at Joann's. And the reason that I like this so much is because I have Quick Cuts alphabets, and the alphabets are all loose, the cookie cutters. Another reason I like the Quick Cuts magnet material is because I cut magnet material down to 4x6 and I adhered it to cardstock or to chipboard, and all my letters just fit on there perfectly. And being in a contained box like this, I don't have to worry about them falling out all over the place. And I did the same thing with my Quick Cuts and my Spellbinders. And it just works out really well for me. I don't have a ton of dies, so this size box works out pretty well. And then the Cuttlebug folders fit right in the front just perfectly. So that is my storage solution. And I hope that I've made some sense to you on how the Epic 6 works. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me or leave me a comment on my blog, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. Again, go to stampingscrapping.com and check it out. They've got a great price on it right now, and you get a free rebate die with it as well. So go check it out. Have a great day. Thanks.